You've tried one or two things online to make money and it just didn't work out. Everyone online said it worked for them, but it just didn't work for you. In this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through most online models on how to make money in 2026, and I'm gonna put it through the 4 filters. The first filter is the startup cost. What it's gonna cost you before you make your first pound or dollar. The second filter is the time to see your first sort of money. And the third filter that is most important right now in 2026 is the AI replaceability. How easy is it for AI to replace this income in 2026? And the fourth one is the time required you've got to put towards this online model. And while you're watching this video, you're gonna realize the reason why most people fail when they go to try these online fancy models. So the first one, trading. The first filter I wanna go through is the startup cost. The startup cost to get into trading just doesn't end, okay? Because you need to invest money, a lot of money, to see some sort of return. Let's say, for example, you pay a trader. I've seen some trading courses that's about $8,000, okay? You pay a trader $8,000. You then need capital to invest to see some sort of return. The second one, the time it takes to see some sort of money. To be honest, with trading, if you're following someone that's got good trades and good signals, the time it takes to see some money can be the next day. It can be very, very quick. But the real dark truth about trading is it might take you a day to make £2,000. But the next few days, you might be minus £10,000. Trading fluctuates. It's not consistent money. You can't rely on the income from trading. Let's say, for example, anyone online that shows you they've made £5,000 in a week with trading, they're not telling you how much they've lost. They probably lost £20,000 that month. So the time it takes to make money with trading, it can be quick. And the time to lose everything can be very, very quick as well. So now the AI replaceability. To be honest, while you're trading, because it's only benefiting you if you're trading with your own money, the AI replaceability doesn't really affect you. To be honest, you can use AI to help you with signals. But if you're using someone else's capital to trade, they can just ask AI what to trade on and not use your advice. So the AI replaceability, if it's your own income, it doesn't affect you. But if you're using someone else's income, they can be like, oh, I just ask Claude what to invest into. So the AI replaceability is there. Also, the time required in trading. The time required in trading is a lot. You can't do trading with a 9 to 5. If you're in your job and you're in an office job and you can't be on your phone, you've not got the time to be looking at trades, because you could miss the trade that changes your life because you're in your 9 to 5. The time required in trading is a 24/7 thing. You can't be doing it part-time and for example, you're off on the weekends. The stock market's not open on the weekends when you're free. You've got to be giving your full 24 hours in 5 days, Monday to Friday, in trading. If you've not got that time available, trading does not make sense for you. Okay, the second online making model, dropshipping. Okay, so let's run dropshipping with the first filter, the startup cost. Let's say you teach yourself by watching a YouTube video. You don't invest in a mentor. Okay, you need to build your store, which costs money. You then need to spend on marketing. You then need to spend on ads. The startup cost for dropshipping is a lot. And if you add a mentor in there, you'd have to pay them for advice, a course. That costs you as well. Let's talk about the time to see some sort of money. To find the perfect product to sell online takes time. It can take 2 years, it can take 5 years, it can take 5 days. You can't predict how long it takes you to see some sort of money with dropshipping. Okay, the AI replaceability. AI wouldn't really replace you if you have a dropshipping store. To be honest, it can actually help you. You can use AI to find the perfect product. Okay, the time required with dropshipping. Dropshipping takes time. Testing products, analyzing, studying. You can do it part-time. You can definitely do it part-time. A lot of dropshippers will say they still have a 9 to 5 job and they just got a store. But if you want quick results, you need to put 24/7 attention in dropshipping. I'm just gonna stop there and say something. The real reason why most people fail is that they are lazy. That does play a part. But the main reason why most people fail is because they see things online and they be like, oh, it's easy. They go in and then they realize I need to spend more money, which I don't have, to make money. To make more money, you need to have money. It's always best to invest in something that gives you a skill, and you don't need to spend thousands. You've probably spent thousands into something, and you was told, oh, to make more money you need to still spend more, and the cycle just doesn't end, and it's tiring. I'm sure you're tired. So let's talk about SMMA. SMMA is creating a marketing agency. If you've set up a marketing agency before from scratch, it takes a lot of time. To be honest, with starting a marketing agency, the startup cost could be zero. You could just teach yourself online, and to get your clients, you just cold call. You use your normal phone and cold call clients, say, I can help you with your marketing. The second filter, the time it takes to see some sort of results with setting up a marketing agency. It can be 10 years, it can be 5 years. Because if you're cold calling someone, think about it. You think about this right now. If someone calls your phone and you don't recognize the number and they're trying to sell you something, you don't bother. You just don't bother. In 2026, you don't bother with a cold caller. So think about it. If you're hoping this stranger who doesn't know you pays you $1,000 for marketing, it's really unlikely. And let's say you then need to spend on marketing, probably to spend on ads to get yourself out there that you've got a marketing agency, you want to help people, then your startup cost goes up. So the time it takes to do well with a marketing agency is a very long process if you're not spending on actually marketing yourself. But if you're marketing yourself, the time it takes can be quick, could be in 2 months. The third filter, the AI replaceability. With a marketing agency, business owners have access to AI now. They can ask AI to create them an ad. They can ask Claude to review everyone in my competition, what ads are they doing, and let's copy it. That is the exact same thing a marketing agency will do for them. So in 2026, a lot of marketing agencies are crashing. So if you're thinking of starting a marketing agency, ask yourself, with what I'm doing, can a business owner just ask ChatGPT and get it done like that? 9 times out of 10, they can. The fourth filter, the time required it takes to set up a marketing agency. If you're starting up a marketing agency, the cheaper option with just cold calling, telling people, oh, I've got a marketing agency, the time required, you can't be working full time and think you can run a cheap startup marketing agency. You need to cold call every single day. You need to be cold calling at least over 500 people a day. It doesn't make sense having a 9 to 5 and cold calling. So the time required to do well with setting up a marketing agency in 2026 takes a lot of time. Amazon FBA, the startup cost. To be honest, if you don't invest into a program or invest into a mentor, the startup cost with Amazon FBA could be very low because it's basically drop shipping. You'll only buy the product once you sell. So the startup cost can be low with Amazon FBA, but the time it takes to see some sort of money can be forever because you're testing products and also you're competing with massive companies on Amazon that are spreading on ads, spreading on marketing, have many reviews. You don't have that. So the market is very saturated in Amazon FBA. The AI replaceability. To be honest, you could use AI to help you find a product, analyze what's going well. So the AI replaceability is pretty low with Amazon FBA. You can use AI to actually help you. The time required with Amazon FBA is not a joke. It's very similar to dropshipping. Going back to dropshipping, because the time required, it can take you years to find that winning product. It's not a part-time thing whatsoever. You need to long hours, grinding and grinding. If you want to do the grind and hope it works, then Amazon FBA could be for you. Let's talk about this one, crypto. You've probably tried crypto in the past. Bitcoin was going up, you were looking at the trades, you're looking at Instagram, maybe you invested into Dogecoin when Elon Musk was putting it on Twitter, and you thought it was going to be the next best thing, but you had no money. And to do well with crypto works. Don't get me wrong, crypto works. But if you've not got the capital, at least over £10,000 to invest into crypto, you're not getting anywhere. You need to invest the big money before you see anything with crypto. The time it takes to see results with crypto is instantly. This is just going back to trading, okay? It's instant. I'm not saying it's not instant, all right? But the time it takes to lose all your money is instant as well. You can't rely on crypto income if you're not there yet. It doesn't make sense. The AI replaceability. AI won't really replace you if you're trading in crypto. It can actually help you. Obviously, it can help you monitor trades, what's the hot topic in the crypto space. So AI could actually help you, to be honest. Yeah. And because the crypto market is open 24/7, the time required, you might not need to put that much time. But if you want to do well and you want it to be a full-time thing for you, you do need to put time in researching. Or you can use AI, to be honest. Out of all those online models I just mentioned, I would say crypto actually is one of the best, because AI is not going to replace you. You do need some sort of money, and you can do crypto part-time. I would say crypto is the best. So I'm not being biased, what I think is best. Okay, I'm going to run it through the exact same 4 filters I've done for the other models, and you can make your decision. Tell me, DM me on Insta, comment which one you think is the best model. So remote sales. Let's run remote sales through the same 4 filters. The startup cost. It can cost you nothing to get into remote sales. You can watch my free 2-hour YouTube video. You can watch all my YouTube videos to help you out to perform on a sales call. Also help you out to land an offer. Startup cost, 0. The time it takes to see your first pound, don't get me wrong, it could take time. Finding the right offers, applying. But that time could be reduced by joining a community. Getting help of someone who's been in the industry to find good offers, to be closing deals for a good company. The third filter, the AI replaceability. AI is not taking a remote sales closer's role. AI will definitely take an appointment setter, because 99% of people now that are busy with Instagram and getting a lot of DMs, they're all using AI. If you a caller, most companies are using AI right now. So remote sales, appointment setter, AI replaceability is scary. I reckon within 2 years, AI is going to replace appointment setters. Less than 2 years, I will say. But for closing, when the lead speaks to the remote closer, they don't want to speak to an AI. They don't want to jump on a call and see an AI. Imagine you book a call with me, and on that call, you see an AI version of me. You're like, where's Michael? So AI is not taking a remote sales closer's job role in 2026. The time required. When you're starting off, 90% of people in my program still work a 9 to 5. They just want that security, but they still want to be making 5,000 plus a month, but they still want that security. They've got families to feed. They can't just go all in with remote sales, which is understandable. And I've never ever said it. I've said it so many times on my YouTube. I don't advise you to drop your 9 to 5 straight away once you get remote sales. I don't advise it. When you start off, I say to everyone to put about 6 hours a week into training. If you put 6 hours into a week into training, role plays, studying the materials that you have access to, you do well with remote sales. And what's good about remote sales, about the time required, you fit remote sales around your schedule. You can do a 9 to 5. After 9 to 5, you can probably close for a US market, and that's your evening. That's what you do in the evening. So time required is not much. You don't need to just drop everything straight away. But let's compare it to trading. Trading, you need to be on your phone. You need to be seeing the trades. The good thing about remote sales compared to like trading is, let's say you're in the office now. You're in the office in work. You're not thinking about remote sales because the appointment's booked in your calendar after your 9 to 5. But you probably be in a Telegram channel looking at people's trades. If you've done trading and you're watching this, you'll know exactly what I mean. You in a Telegram channel looking at people's trades, you think, oh my God, everyone's doing well, but I'm in this 9 to 5. What do I do? Your mind is racing at 1,000,000 miles an hour when you're in the trading industry. So if you've not got the time, don't do it. And if you've not got the time, remote sales is the best because you can fit it around your schedule. Okay, let me have an honest conversation here now. Of course, I've backed remote sales because that's what I do. But I've put it through a 4 realistic filter. The startup cost, the time it takes to see some sort of results, the AI replaceability, which is so important now, and also the time required. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to how much time is required to make some sort of money. And I've compared them with the most online models right now in 2026. And yeah, I back remote sales. But don't get me wrong, it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's the most simplest thing to do on the side to make money where you've not downed your life savings, you're not investing until you see some sort of money. Go through my YouTube, watch the 2-hour video, watch the other materials on how to land an offer, and you can start. So I've clearly shown you why remote sales is the best thing to start off in 2026, just by going through those 4 filters. What we can do now is click the link below. You book a call with me, and in that call, we'll get to know each other. I'll have an honest conversation with you. If this is for you, and if it's not for you, no pressure. I'm not going to force it down your neck, say remote sales. I'll show you what the 90-day plan would look like. From day 0, how you can keep your 9 to 5, keep your day job, whatever you're doing, and still train, and what the guaranteed placement looks like. I've spoken about it a lot on my YouTube. We do a guaranteed placement once you complete the training. I have a network of companies that are reaching out to me every single day asking for remote closers. You complete the training and you get directly placed into these companies. I spent years sending lead videos, applying. You don't have to do that. I'll show you exactly how everything works on the call.